This week on TIA, we'll be back on Lake Kariba, hunting with Dalton and York Safaris, back with the Smith brothers, and hopefully this week we'll find out what happened to Andrew Chance's buffalo that went onto the photographic island. We still have a big old crocodile to hunt. An older brother, Alex Smith, still has a bit of a buffalo itch he needs scratched.
Swift Bullet Company presents This is Africa. Closed captioning is provided by 5H Shooting Sports.
With the wounded buffalo going on that island, and because of who Chancey was and how much we saw it had affected him, you get that drive. I wanted to find that buffalo. It was now him and me.
Yeah, I told you, it's broken the chain. They won't snap this one though. We put some meat out last night just to get some attraction for these crocodiles for us today, and there's quite a few big tracks. We have one here, which looks like a really good crocodile track. Unfortunately, they've actually broken the chain, which means obviously one of them has got quite a bit of size, so we're going to put some new meat now. We've built a blind yesterday just for them to get used to it. There is one specific croc we were waiting for, and hopefully it comes out today. Kariba obviously being a huge water source in our area, particularly we have over 250 kilometers of shoreline and river frontage, which gives us a huge area in order to find the bigger crocs. There's a lot of places for crocs to be. The biggest problem we have right now is the population of crocodiles is probably a bit too much. And I think the competition is sort of pushing the older crocs out. They're sort of probably losing a bit of condition due to the water being low at the moment. I don't think there's a place in this country that produces bigger crocs than the lake. Nobody. Okay, Alex. One more step. I need to take one more step. Okay, so on the top of the smile, okay? 1 inch on the highest point of the smile. Oh, yo, actually, you're gonna have to shoot now. Take your safety off. So, yeah, you go, buddy.
Bolts out.
You know, I've seen a lot of crocodiles being shot in the head, being shot in the neck, but due to their body movement after the shot, just the shaking, if there is quite a bit of mud or a little bit of a slope, they do tend to slide themselves back into the water. As an insurance, I like to tie the leg up in order to hold it and make sure it doesn't go in the water, even though it's dead, but just for guarantee. Well, this is obviously from when it was a few years ago, because it's healed quite well, probably from another croc, got bitten off in a fight or something. But yeah, he's a really nice old croc, so, and it's healed really well. It's unbelievable actually. But yeah, it adds a lot of character to this crocodile, not just the hunt, but the character of the actual trophy itself. So yeah. We saw this crocodile swimming in a bit earlier, but he took quite a bit of time to actually eventually come out the water. But yeah, it was a great hunt, and Andrew made a great shot.
Yeah, so basically after the last few days, I've been chatting about shot placement very carefully with Dalty, and his advice basically is, you know, you've got to shoot straight, you've got such a small target. So I asked him to go for the next shot just to back me up, shooting immediately after I was shooting, well, pretty much at the same time. you can hit a perfect brain shot, and that the reaction of a crocodile and the sort of the muscles in them can slide back into the water. And you know, these guys, once they're in the water, yeah, recovering them becomes a huge issue. So just that insurance factor to have Ep8 shooting straight and backing us up helped a lot, and you can see the result here.
This segment was brought to you by Right On Optics.
So the biggest thing that we also look at too here at Woodbury's is it doesn't matter what type of animal it is or the size of that animal. Everybody brought it here because it's important to them. You know, when we're doing life-size stuff with habitat, with grasses and bases and the wood that's there and the dirt that's there, all of those little bitty details make a huge difference in the end product. I guarantee you that you'll have it for life.
This segment is brought to you by African Sporting Creations.
Okay, so Chauncey, today you went with the Crocodile guys.
Yep.
And you dusted a beautiful croc. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And then we went out this morning with the two guys on my left here, Alex and Tarek. And we hadn't had much luck this morning, so we went back again to go and look for your buffalo.
Onto them, bro.
This is Africa.
And got on the tracks, and I promise you, 150 meters after that, Jito, the main tracker, went down, and then we moved off to the left and we saw this guy, and we knew immediately it was the one.
But once I saw the red in his horns, there was, I think Cherek was still asking Yorkie if
If
that
it's the one,
Andrews,
yeah.
because I need to know for my shot, and I let one off. And then there was World War III, eh?
Yeah.
There wasn't letting this guy go again, but lovely hunt. At least for you, Chanso. Congratulations, your Nyatsi's come home.
Oh, well done, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, York. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yorkie.
Pleasure, guys.
Thanks very much.
And at the end of the day, persistence pays off.
To wound an animal and then to actually be able to recover him and not be part of that recovery, it takes some getting used to, but just the relief of not leaving an animal wounded in the bush is a hell of a thing. And to be able to see where you shot the animal, where you made your mistake, you know, a lot of lessons to learn and take forward. I think that's the most important thing, is putting your mind to rest and saying, okay, that's what I did wrong, that's what I need to improve next time. So yeah, very grateful that I had friends hunting with me who could take the effort to go and follow up on my buffalo when I wasn't able to do it every day. So yeah, great result to get him back in the salt. I think there are a lot of winners today and no losers except for this guy, but we're very grateful.
This is African grasshopper. If you want to eat it, you just take some feathers out and you put it in the small pot, put a small few water inside, then add salt and started to eat it. So special and delicious.
Andy, we saw a herd of buffalo here yesterday, big herd, probably about 60 animals, and there were some big dugger boys on the side who were going in and out of the herd. A lot of green grass here. But we're going to go up this big hill, which gives us a good overview of the entire surrounding bush to see where buffalo might be.
I've eaten my grasshopper. It's so delicious, so I've got energy to follow buffaloes now.
I took off the feathers first.
Oh.
I'm laughing at our very good tracker here, Mr. Jito, because the wings actually do look like feathers, but they're of course called wings. But obviously in their culture, they call them feathers. That really tickled my sense of humor.
Trackers are probably your biggest element on a hunt. Holding a track, and for how long on a buffalo? I'd say a good 9 hours. It happens quite often, especially in those big areas like the Ome. You got big blocks of sometimes 10,000 hectares. The animal might not be very far from you, but it's over hard ground and it's very slow. Without good trackers in an area that's tough, you could struggle.
It's so unique. A buffalo trophy differs. Every single buffalo bull is different. You very seldom see two buffalo bulls which are even similar. For me, it's certainly my favorite animal to hunt.
The wind is probably one of the most important things. A lot of the time, if the wind is switching and changing and you don't have an option and you're on the tracks, we'll go as far as we can on the tracks like that.
The wind in the hills is a story. Keeps swirling.
The problem with the wind and why it's so important is he could be 200-300 meters ahead of you, and if you've got the wind wrong, he's going to pick it up and he's going to take off.
The wind came up over the top.
Oh, and then they smelt it too.
Yeah. To sleep on top of this hill, John.
When they lie down, it's tough, huh?
Well, they're only feeding now because we bumped them. And they're going now to shade, to sleep again, which will probably be in that corner at the bottom there.
Come, let's go quickly around. Walking, they saw it.
This segment was brought to you by the Houston Safari Club Foundation.
We are a company of firearms professionals, hunters, soldiers, officers, and family. As part of the Right on Promise, we provide the best customer service, including an industry-leading warranty. We won't repair, we'll just replace. We believe a person's hard-earned dollar should buy quality optics at any price point.
The Houston Safari Club is for anyone who likes to hunt.
It's for the love of the outdoors.
Is to give all of us as individuals a voice.
Ever wanted to hunt whatever, wherever in the world, somebody in the club has done it and can point you in the right direction.
We have met some of our very close friends through Houston Safari Club.
I love the Houston Safari Club.
I love the Houston Safari Club.
I love the Houston Safari Club.
Join the Houston Safari Club Foundation to increase your knowledge of the hunting world.
This segment is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
We use a little bottle with some ash inside from the fire, normally mapani or leadwood. It's a very fine, limey ash, and it works beautifully. It's same as baby powder type stuff, but it has no smell.
The feeling when you approach a buffalo bull is unbeatable, and that's why I hunt. When that feeling stops, I'll stop hunting. Obviously, the passion I have for hunting is so great, especially hunting buffalo, and it's still there. There's no doubt about it. I've learned through experience to manage my breathing and my adrenaline and emotions, because obviously we do it for the thrill, and it is thrilling. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, get ready. All right, he's looking right at you now. Are you gonna take him in the chest? I can't see anything. I can just see black. Is he facing us? He's looking right at you now. Don't shoot if you can't see. We've got all the time in the world. Okay, wait. Oh, I don't have a shot. Come. Come to my right. Let's go up onto these rocks. See them here?
Yeah.
Foot one, just where the elbow is, in that pink area.
All done.
Just watch him, huh? That's known as the death bellow. As he turned to go, Alex put one raking just at the back of the ribs, and with the Rigby and those swifts, because they hold together so beautifully, went all the way up to the opposite shoulder. And he went 100 yards and we could just see that blood coming out. Highly recommend swift bullets.
Now he's an old boy this, eh? Yorkie, look at the white round his eyes. This Nyati was lying down for, what was it, Yorkie? It was about, we were sitting there, must have been 45 minutes minimum.
Easy.
Back, we were about an hour and a half at least. But when we got right up close, to within about 30 yards, and then I said to Yorkie, break a stick or something, and he said, no, that's too thick, because it was. Anyway, he eventually stood up, and he was obviously looking straight at me, but I could just see black. I said to Yorkie, I got ready to shoot, which way is he facing? Obviously not wanting to take it up the arse. And it turns out he was facing directly at us, and Yorkie and I thought he was just going to turn and have another look. Anyway, he turned a bit with his head round the bush to look, and I thought he was going to go broadside, and he didn't. And then when he saw us, because it's now in the channel, he just wheeled out and went, and I hit him back here. Raking shot for the far shoulder, and it looks to have done the job. He managed it brilliantly, and he's certainly cut out to be a PH. He thinks like an animal. He even moves like an animal sometimes. And he's a short little man, so he's able to get into positions where sometimes you can't quite get in, but he expects you to do it, and of course he knows that what's required out there. So I was very impressed. I would certainly hunt with him again, there's no doubt about it.
Luckily for Andrew, it was a corona year and there were plenty of buffalo still available due to all the cancellations, and he decided to take a second buffalo to see if he could redeem himself and get it right the second time.
No, this weapon, I've got a big problem with this weapon. It's too heavy. You need to do fast shooting and make sure you don't carry it far. And I haven't done that yet, so I'm getting some big muscles carrying this guy.
This segment was brought to you by Woodbury Taxidermy.
We've been building the finest custom hunting rifles for almost 25 years. We have no assembly lines and promise to deliver a rifle that will exceed your expectations. Every hill country rifle is shot repeatedly in our 100-yard underground range, and our accuracy is guaranteed with factory hunting ammunition.
This segment is brought to you by Hill Country Rifles.
You know, buffalo hunting is tough when your PH is climbing trees to look for any signs of buffalo. They foxed us properly today.
In the Jess, or in any thicket where buffalo tend to love to go, especially midday when it's that heat and they just want to get out and go and relax, the most important thing is to choose where those buffalo are going to walk into. And you have to find an opening, a channel, that the client can put a shot through.
Okay, he's now going to the left. Okay, he's just lay down. Alright, he's looking to the left now. We're gonna have to butt scoot to another position over there so that we can get an open shot.
I think we were 20 meters or something, and he was lying down, and that's when those Duggar boys are most vigilant and their senses are like hectic because they're listening to everything, especially those lone Duggar boys. They're very nervous. Doing that last 2-3 meters to get into that channel for your shot, slow and quiet, because that movement is from the corner of their eye, could trigger him now to stand up and look. So yeah, moving in quietly at that last point is exceptionally important.
he stands up and you get a shot of his shoulder, then take him. Okay, get ready. Wait, can you see the shoulder? Okay, take him.
Okay, reload. He's gone down. Go down and put one just under the crease of his leg in the chest there. Take your time.
Please. Thank you, York.
Congratulations, Sos.
Thank you very much.
Well done, guys.
Hey, we were lucky in there.
Nice old play.
He was sitting perfectly. We could sit and watch him. And then he obviously got wind or something, and he stood up and turned straight away from us. And luckily he turned again to look back at us.
Can you see the shoulder? Okay, take.
Yeah, it's been a hard couple of days, eh? A few reality checks, some ego checks. I'm not the sniper I tell everyone I am. But it's finally good to get this guy in the salt. And we worked hard for him. Properly hard.
With the butt scooting again.
Yeah, the butt scooting. I've done enough butt scooting in 6 days. I never want to butt scoot again. But yeah, very relieved to be have some meat in the salt.
Yeah.
After the 2-day tadza, there's not a better hunt. But I need some rest and beer first. My God, we have walked after this guy.
We're going to have a buffalo party.
Yes, please. Play the music.
Yeah, press play.
You just can't get how raw this place is. I live here. Africa is my home. This is where I've been brought up. I've grown up here, and I still come out here and I think, oh my goodness, what an experience. You can't put a price on this. I mean, I'm so fortunate to have this on my doorstep, and I'm so fortunate to have been through a year like this where there is no international clients. So I can now, afford to go on something like this. I think once you taste Africa like this, you will have an insatiable appetite. This place is just remarkable. There is no words to describe it. How can you tell someone what I've experienced in the last 2 weeks? And this is my home.
Next time on This is Africa, Michelle and Chad are in Tanzania, where an eland gives Chad the runaround, while client Christian and PH Micah embark on an African ski holiday.